As a lot of people know who watch my show on a regular basis, I don't stand on ceremony. I'm right, chums. You know what I mean? Absolutely. And the thing is, I think you should say what's on your mind. And you know, I've often said this, as I was explaining the other day about the cheap train ticket that I got back to London for £13. You know, when you work that out, as I say, you've got the tea, the coffee, the biscuits, a little bit more luxury, leg room, yes, nicer loo, you know, this sort of thing. All of these things are important, aren't they, if you are going to splash out. And the problem that you have now in this world that we're living in, I don't know if you find this, but whatever you buy, everything's tasteless, and the brands that you have, you know, particularly the ones that you've loved for years, whether that be McVitie's biscuits or Heinz baked beans or tomato soup, they've done something with them. Not only are they thinner, smaller and less, but the taste is now, you know, bland. And I know a lot of people say, oh, they take the salt out and all that, but actually, you know, should we not be adult enough to know whether we've had enough or not, you know? I blame a lot of the obesities on things in the high street, stuff like that. Now, what's interesting is one of my favourite sort of things is none other than this brown bread. Warburton's, oh yes. But now it's that thin, you could almost pin it down literally with a skewer as you're buttering it. You could almost see right through it. You couldn't make the slice any thinner, right? I mean, this is the thing. This is the company, though, that's decided previously to have the likes of the Hollywood star Robert De Niro, George Clooney, oh yes, amongst many other famous faces that they feel they need to sell that bread. This time around, though, they've splashed out once again on a lady who played the Queen in The Crown. I ask you, let me explain. Morning, are you all right, chums? Thank you so much for joining me. It's a quick one, this, because, as I said, I'd love your thoughts on this particular stuff. Olivia Colman, of course, played the Queen in The Crown for Netflix, and her sort of, you know, portrayal wasn't exactly the most favourable. You know, I think people enjoyed the younger version of Queen Elizabeth and perhaps the elder version with Imelda Staunton, but Olivia didn't quite crack it to me as Queen Elizabeth. But she's cracked this mega pay deal with Warburton's bread. And once again, you have the boss of Warburton's, Jonathan, sitting there, well, pretending, you know, to be some kind of actor. Many people would suggest this is just a vanity project because there is Olivia portraying herself as a national treasure. Her words, right? And of course, it's meant to be comedic and all that sort of stuff. What I would ask you is this. Does this make you buy the bread? And when you go in your supermarket and you see the likes of Warburton's at triple the price of, say, their own brand that you can buy, which is normally made by the same company, allegedly, well, would this make you buy it? And when you think about it, as I said, I don't mind Warburton's bread, but if it gets any thinner, I might as well just, well, butter my own, you know, tabletop. There's nothing to it. It's that thin. And of course, money has to come from somewhere. George Clooney is the king of Nespresso. Robert De Niro's got a flop film career with one of the biggest flop movies of recent times. So really, if you're picking people to try and help sell things, are these the people? Or is this simply a vanity project for a man who inherited a very successful bakery company and clearly thinks it's now time to enjoy the fruits of his wealth? Meanwhile, you just get thinner and thinner and thinner product. As for Olivia Colman, how short of dough must she be? Neil Sean, Kensington, London.